Have you ever wanted to make rocky terrain in Blender before? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use some simple tools to make rocky terrain. I'll also show you how to make a simple material for the rocks. To start off, select the starting cube and scale it up to the bounds of how big your cliff or pillar would be. Then apply the scale so no problems happen when sculpting. Next, go into sculpt mode and have these settings: scrape tool, Dino Topo with a detail of 4 pixels, depending on how detailed you want to be. If it doesn't need to be detailed, put it higher, but if it's going to be really detailed, put it to a lower number. Under fall off on the brush, it should be constant, and under advanced, set the origin to normal. If you put these settings and change it to a different brush, you'll have to reapply some of these settings. Now you can start to sculpt. Now, you will notice that with these settings, it's insanely easy to cut into the shape and take out chunks. The first thing to do is make the basic shape with a large brush and a strength that isn't the max. To make it not seem like a cube, I would suggest that you try to remove the sharper edges by sculpting on the edges. If you accidentally remove too much, you just switch to the fill brush, which is one above. After you've done boxing out the rock, make the brush smaller and stronger, then make the smaller details. You can do this by making up and down strokes into the rock to create some erosion. After you're done all of that, and you have a result that you're happy with, you can give the rock a subdivision surface modifier to make it look less blocky. Also use the smooth brush to make the rock less jaggedy. Now we should make a material for the rock. I'm gonna make it look like a sandstone, but you can change it to whatever color you want it to be. Firstly, make a noise node and a color ramp node. Then plug in the noise node into the factor of the color ramp. Set the color that you want to be onto a color ramp, and if you want to copy colors from other color slots, you can hover over it and press Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. 2 colors of similar colors into the 2 sides of the color ramp, then plug that into the colors on the principled shader. Now, depending on how the topology of your mesh is, you might have to UV unwrap the mesh. To do this insanely fast, go into edit mode, click A, U, and then C. This will do a simple and fast cube project. Now that that's done, using Node Wrangler, press Ctrl T and plug in the UV texture coordinate as a UV. Now when we scale down our noise, look normal across the entire mesh. Then we can scale it down to whatever we want it to be, and now we make a bump node and plug the color ramp into the bump. Another noise node and plug that into another bump node. Also plug in the texture coordinate into this vector. The second bump node, plug this into the first one into its normal, and then just change the strength on both of them. And now you're basically done. Now if you want to improve this, I would suggest to add a couple of nodes and make the material look better. And if you want a place to start, this noise video should help you out. See you in the next one.